No, the title is not lying to you. I am the only head revolutionary on a server with...
Help! Engineer has me in maintenance! For the revolution!
Jesus, that's annoying. There's 60 people on. I'm the only head revolutionary. Can I pull out a W? Here's hoping. To set expectations, this video, as you can see literally everyone's chat messages at the top right, including fucking dead chat for some reason. This is a replay, so audio is going to be a bit jank, including,
Help! Engineer has me in maintenance! Engineer has me in maintenance! For the revolution!
that playing every single goddamn time I convert anyone. To set another expectation, this is going to be a half content video where I'm just going around being a head rev, and the other half is going to be me explaining what I'm doing, what my plan is, and how you can execute your plans as a head revolutionary or just a basic revolutionary to much more effect. Because you may be surprised just how much you could get away with if you play your cards very carefully. Step 1 of being a head revolutionary, get a crap ton, and I mean a crap ton of flashes. And the easiest way to do that is, well, sloppily converting the first scientist you see. And then immediately asking for flashes. Additionally, you'll notice that every single rev I convert gets the same instruction. Jesus Christ, that's really fucking annoying. Anyway, they get told quiet until told otherwise, and other revs will identify with fungus. This is a two-part thing. First of all, I'm ordering everyone to be quiet, because otherwise people will start being very annoying to security, and make it very obvious that there's a head revolutionary. Because, seriously, when there's like 5 different dudes, all without Cindy things, and all attacking command at random, it's not exactly metagaming to say that, oh, fuck, the guy's sunglasses on. Yeah, I fucked up here, and I'm spam flashing a guy with sunglasses on. This is because I'm a colossal fucking moron. Anyway, the other part of it is a funky specific thing, which is a change that I don't really agree with. I think needs like another counter way for revs to do something. I don't know. But basically, head revs can see who revs are. Oh shit, that's a sec off. As I was saying, head revs can see who revs are. Revs can't see who revs are besides the head rev. So they have to be careful who they fight. Now, I should be screwed here. I just converted someone, and on Funky, it's not metagaming to do something weird. In fact, Eats the Crew sees it. It's not metagaming to absolutely and utterly see a flash and go, oh, revs, because of the text that appears. However, I play my cards close to my chest and decide to immediately start flashing the chaplain again and again. Simply because the right way to do this is just make it so that it looks like you have anything else besides revolutionaries. Anyway, they said they're gonna cuff me now, and I'm like, hey dude, I'm just going to security. Now, also, you're probably noticing that idiot text that's floating around. That's an admin. They're watching because, you know, who wouldn't want to watch the anti things? There's no way to get rid of their text, so just have idiot floating on screen, which is what I am. Right now, why am I running from the security officer? He's not actually gonna mind shield me, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, I'm arrested. Let's cut to security time and see what they do about this. I have to mute this entire section because some guy was using the jukebox and playing copyrighted music. Please, for the love of God, Funky, client-side jukebox muting. I don't want to have to listen to Scum Step all shift and have to mute every single goddamn video. And I don't know why. I really just have no idea. The warden, the guy recommends a wide shield to the warden, which fair enough, because the text did appear, but all of Sec reacts with, what? Why? Why would you do that? I'm just like, okay, sure, fuck it. I don't know why they don't want to mind shield me. It's perfectly justified, because again, the text appeared, they were mind controlled, and they just, for some reason, don't do the thing. I don't know. I don't know why. Anyway, 8 minute sentence. Nothing interesting happens besides the guy spam playing Scubstep. Lol. After a very lucky break and a entire brig cell that consisted of me just playing City Skylines 2. Seriously, I am so fucking lucky that Sekov didn't push the issue further, because the entire revolution was over right then. If they saw the text and reacted to it properly. Anyway, I need flashes, because Jesus Christ, if you think for a goddamn second that I'm gonna, like, stop converting people en masse and rushing it down, you're crazy, dude. A few conversions later, and a talk with the Salve who really should be whispering, a Borg notices this. Yeah, the Borg notices this and says, oh shit, and immediately runs off to go tell security and command and all that. Luckily, and I don't know how this happens, the Borg just stops talking about it. According to the salvager, they law-tuned the Borg to stop doing that. And the Borg actually never reports, like, the fact that it's us doing it, or the fact that we're actually revolutionaries, or instead of commies, so I don't fucking know, but hey, it works. They say commies in med, but, like, just, like, that doesn't actually, like, tell anything useful. I also say Borg state laws because, remember, if the Borg doesn't immediately respond to state laws, you could just say it's mouthed. Because you need to immediately respond as a Borg, and even if you miss that, you can claim, oh, well, the Borg's its laws are fucked. It's not stating them. It didn't state them before. And if it does state the laws, you can just say, oh, it's lying about its laws. Again, you can gaslight the fuck out of Borgs. For the revolution! Anyway, this is kind of funny. That guy, the lizard up top there, was AFK for like 20 minutes because his internet conked out. He comes back and he says, hello, OC. I'm so glad I didn't get killed while my internet was out. Anyway, plan currently is rather simple in all actuality. Basically, just get enough revs to where most of the non-mind shielded crew are revolutionaries. Then get enough revs in med, and then jump the first Sekov or command that shows up into medical, and then proceed to pull their mind shield out, convert them to our side, and then get them to arrest another Sekov or command member, and then just keep going from there until eventually we either just get everyone, or we fuck up and command manages to find out, there's revs, or until we have enough to just steamroll everything. Simple plan, but I think it could work. And this is a lesson in playing off your fuck-ups. So I flash the librarian,
Help! Engineer has me in maintenance!
and then a security officer shows up. And I immediately push them over and shove them down. This is an intentional maneuver. Basically, the Sekov sees, oh, Peesh must have flashed them. But I pass it off with wrestling. Sekov has an alternative thing to believe in. I asked them if they want in because, I need to sell this as hard as I possibly can. Remember, the harder you sell it, the more likely the Sekov is to believe it. Because, again, and I'll repeat this over and over again until you fuckers finally get it, the security officer is a simple person. They will believe the very first thing that explains the situation. Especially because the librarian is mind-controlled and is forced to listen to whatever I tell them to do. They have to work with me. So, present wrestling, lead the path. Whoever starts off with leading the conversation wins the conversation. And in this case, I might have lost the wrestling match, but I sure have won the game of not getting immediately caught and my head cut off. Good God. Anyways, time for another lesson in fucking up. And another thing of important information, there's a rat king. So I flashed the lawyer. Hop saw that, didn't they? Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like I was assaulting them again, because, remember, security will not jump the gun to revolutionary if you have an alternative presentation. See, Sarah Claire immediately buys it. They didn't see me actually use the flash. They just assumed I slipped them or just pushed them over because it is a very simple thing. What's more likely? Some guy is just assaulting someone because they called them something asshole-ish? Or there's a guy mind controlling people in a very rare game mode. In character and out of character, it takes a lot to jump the gun into revolutionaries. Anyways, lawyers are actually a really good target for conversions, because lawyers have access into the front area of security, and if a security officer manages to leave a sec belt, disabler, any kind of useful tool just, lying around, we can get some very interesting things going. The problem is, security are very suspicious of lawyers picking up anything. Oh, also, if you find a thief, they are also helpful. In fact, they're more helpful. Not only can they provide, useful equipment, they can also, in some cases, be more annoying to security. Because again, if security is distracted with other things, they will take a lot longer to come down on you for your crimes. Another important aspect, convert useful roles such as chemist as early as possible. Because this chemist, instead of doing anything else or sitting around or whatever, they just decided to give me hyperzine. Which, I'll be honest, I never used the hyperzine. I never had a use for it. But again, you want to convert the more useful roles early, even if you have no plans on going loud anytime soon. Because the revolutionaries, without going loud, if you tell them to be quiet, will go out of their way to be useful to you. And you want that to happen. Now, you may be wondering, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you going around stealing things from SEC? Why aren't you doing any crime here? And that is for one simple reason. If you are identifiable as a head rev, they will go for you first. Which is why I tell this cargo technician that's in here, and I tell them, if security starts ordering mine shields, i.e. they know there's a revolution happening, spam the fuck out of it with useless orders that benefit absolutely no one. Waste their money. Because remember, you cannot do this. A good head revolutionary will blend into their tide, blend into their revolution, and make it so that command and security have a really hard time doing anything. A head revolutionary should never be the one shooting bullets or being shot by bullets. And a head revolutionary should also be paying attention to who has sunglasses on instead of being a complete fucking moron like me. Anyways, another thing. You want a Rat King on your side if there's one available. You want any mid-round antagonist that can work with you on your side if they're available. If a Sydney spawns, you want them on your side. If a Revenant spawns, you want them on your side. If a Rat King spawns, you want them on your side. Dragons, well, you can't have them on your side, but you can avoid them and tell them to go be annoying to SEC, and they might do that instead of attacking you guys. You're still going to have to deal with them at some point. Anyways, Rat Kings are pretty easy to convince to join your team of revolution and evil, because Rat Kings just want food. You promise them more food, they'll do whatever the fuck you ask, just straight up. This guy's more food. Guys, speak about language, see? You're gonna get me more food, see? I like what you're saying, capiche? But yeah, just talk about food. Rat Kings will join you. They really want an excuse to kill Command. Trust me. Every Rat King always wants an excuse to murder. Anyways, I'm saying you and me and all my homies work with you and your homies to make a big group of homies that can make this our home. Yeah, also, tip, if you're a Rat King, dump all of your rats in mains. You could get an army going and then go summon them once the going gets tough. Yeah. Anyways, the lawyer's in bed because they're here to inform me, albeit slow as all balls, well, security's on my case. Turns out the Hop did notice the flash and just didn't say anything, and security's been preparing a warrant for my arrest. And I don't know this. I don't know that this is happening because the lawyer doesn't tell me in time, and the lawyer just, well, the lawyer doesn't know what to do now the detective's here. The detective's here, and I'm trying to be friendly to him. And he's like, yo, PH, the second he mentions my name, I'm like, oh no, that's a problem. That's a problem. Oh no. Okay, got a search warrant for me at SEC. Now, the detective says a search warrant. Searches can be conducted wherever. And I tell him to show me the warrant. He didn't bring the warrant. Yeah, I'm not sure what his plan was either. Anyways, I scream now and start attacking him because I got him talking. He's not expecting to get assaulted because I'm just talking to him. He pulls out his gun, and remember, no matter how many times the detective or the SecOff shoots, they will run out of ammo. You are a bigger tide of people. You can kill him faster. As long as nobody opens the door, he's locked in. We can beat him down eventually. And also, I broke the rule about, like, not being the guy to engage an engagement. I should have, like, told someone to start the engagement. And now we have to take off his headset because he's crit, and then take away his implanter. I draw the custom fast implanter that the funky uplink has, because, you know, of course, and because the people will like murder and like bloodshed, they want more death. And Goopy, I see what you're saying, but we need to distract them at the door. If they realize the detective's down, they're not going to come in here all friendly or whatever. I need his implant out now. And while the implants do take a while, the Borg decides to be a pain in the ass, and yeah, the Borg, though, I tell them a healing, and the Borg fucking buys it. Yeah, grab them, and even though they're up, their headset is off, or at least it is off now because I'm fucking stupid, so that they can't, you know, call for help or whatever. And I tell them not to resist because, yeah, they'll find more pain if they resist. Problem. The captain is trying to talk to the detective. The detective has their headset off and is also being converted to, you know, the side of the revolution and whatever. And this is my number one tip, frankly. Like, it doesn't matter what server you're on. If you can rip out implants, you should absolutely do it. Again, converting the security officers is the strongest thing you could possibly do, simply because it makes it incredibly difficult to tell who's evil and who's not. And the chef gives them a love tap for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But yeah, welcome to the team of the people, Mr. Detective. Yeah, a couple problems with the plan, though. Command can see, and anyone with sec glasses for that matter, can see who doesn't have a mind shield in. And the only reason the detective wouldn't have a mind shield in is if they're A, a changeling, or B, have been converted. It's not exactly metagaming to detect that. They'll notice their lack of shield. However, what the detective does have is an alibi, trust, and a whole lot of deception they can do. And, at the moment, we're just going to get them to pin someone on being a Cindy to create even more distraction. This is both an in-character technique, where you give security something to go after besides a potential revolution that they still don't know exists, and an OOC thing, because they'll think it's a different game mode than revolutionaries. And the detective is more than willing to be a rat bastard. Yeah. Yep, nothing. Go back to quiet. We got our first conversion of the security officer. Yeah, just go on, do whatever. Yeah. Yeah, also, tell me immediately if Sec says shit. Like, run here. Like, immediately dash. Like, you need to tell everyone that has Sec comms, lawyers, converted security officers, anyone. If a single member of security reports a potential revolution, you need to tell them to run their ass to where you are and tell you. Immediately. Yeah, there's also a warrant still out for my arrest, which is a problem. But again, having a security officer, you could just say, like, tell the detective, "Hey, security officer, how goes it? I, too, am a security officer. I am the detective, even. I talked to Peach, and you know what? I don't think he did it. I think there was a miscommunication." You say that over comms, they'll buy it. Because you are a security officer. Why would you lie to them? And by that time, it's already way too late. Anyways, the detective is here and trying to hide from the cadet who might notice. The cadet also wants my arrest. The detective didn't have the time to get a proper explanation in order or whatever. And I'm like, "Hey, how's it going, Homer?" First of all, every single person here, besides the Borg, obviously, is a Rev. Problem. And I did not see this at that point. The BSO, for some fucking reason, the Blue Shield officer is here. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. The BSO is obviously a bit smarter than the average person, and the lawyer, in an incredibly smart decision, distracts the BSO, starts talking to them up, talking to them, sorry, I mean to whisper. They're just spitballing. They're wasting time. They're creating confusion and stalling. Because, again, I could just convince this cadet that, hey, I talked to the detective. The detective said I was completely fine. Everything's normal. It's all good. The Blue Shield officer is a special case as well. They can't do normal, stuff and all that crap. But, here's the problem, right? The bartender, or not the bartender, the BSO could just ignore normal security guidelines. And after the cadet is completely fine and, "Hey, how's it going? Oh, I've been searched. I'm completely normal. Well, see ya, Homer. Yep, it's all good. Bye now." Where the fuck is the detective? I really need his stud baton. I really should have asked for his stud baton. God damn it. Okay, fuck. Skin of my fucking teeth. Good lord. Okay. Problem. How do we convert the cadet without detective around? Because the detective has to go around making up random bullshit. Also, don't mind the radiation pings. I'm not radioactive for some reason. The radiation on every single fucking bit of damage anyone in the replay takes is reflected on the replay, no matter for where you're viewing it. It's bull, but whatever. Anyway, let's feed the Rat King, because it having more homies is always a good thing. Anyway, medbay, finally quiet. Detective here. Random security officer here. I hold open the door and walk in. "Why do you have no mind?" "Yeah, buddy, you're not having a good day today." Cuff him. I take off his headset before he can even call for help. Done, and done. Let's get this guy de-implanted and converted rapidly. Oh, fuck, why is the chief engineer here? Wait, the chief engineer just straight up didn't fucking notice? Wait, the chief engineer just straight up didn't fucking notice? Apparently? What the fuck? Oh my god, they straight up just didn't notice me or arresting the guy. What the fuck? Mike, with a stroke of intelligence, advises them to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna skip past this, obviously. Anyways, after I convert him and just tell me to arrest whoever I tell him to. Fucking Hoss? hop, and literally everyone shows up. And I tell them to arrest, and the kid just starts shooting at the acting hoss. The mime is blocking everyone in, and this is like a problem. We beat the fuck out of him. Nobody notices that the chief engineer is here. The chief engineer, for some ungodly reason, is just kind of here. I noticed that they're and like, you know, severely damaged. So I'm like, all right, let's just beat them up. I didn't notice they had a gun. I'm not gonna lie, I did not notice they had a gun. I'm not gonna lie. I broke the rule of not being loud, and I blew it. I honestly, this should have been fucked here. If I die from the bleeding and like the bullets, the revolution's over. There's no other head revs. Everyone unconverted, I basically am just screwed. Luckily, my chemist and the rest of my medical team are not incompetent, so I get back up. Remember, this could have gone very fucking badly. And Kaiko, who is the BSO, calls for a red alert. I don't know where Haas's body, but we have CE, which is better than nothing. Yeah, they don't know it's a revolution quite yet, but we need to act very, very fast. Like, extraordinarily fast. This is a problem. We need the CE converted rapidly. The BSO is being arrested, and I assume they're, you know, radioing for help because the sec-offs are just arresting them, because fucking obviously. And the Borg, in being Borgish, decides to get in the way of us arresting the BSO. Which, you know, fair. Honestly, fair. I anticipate crew harm too. The Borg grabs the head of security and takes them out of here. They're begging for Mike to respond, but Mike obviously isn't going to respond. The BSO calls for help in medical, which, yeah, we're fucked. We are absolutely fucked. This is extraordinarily problematic, and I guess we're just loud now. Honestly, I guess we're just loud now. The head of security gets away, and the BSO, I am unsure of their location. And this, kids, is precisely why we tell people to be quiet, because I didn't tell these people to be quiet, and they got loud. And the comms off were the BSO, but the BSO did get the radio message out. I tell them to take my bag off me, and I'll take the stuff off, you know. And they told Cap, so that's problematic. Good thing, though, not every communication from the Blue Shield officer made it out. The mime, in a very, very smart maneuver, took out because they're a thief, they have a radio jammer. The radio jammer suppressed, well, radio. So only the Cap Help med made it out. And none of the other communications from medical made it out. This bought us about 2 minutes in total, I think. And the captain didn't respond fast enough because he didn't precisely know what was happening. Also, Peesh, I hate you. That's normal. Anyway, they're taking out the BSO's implant. I tell the BSO to stop fucking moving, because, like, obviously. Set to mind shield, right? Yep. Okay, cool, good. The CE is ours now. We can convert the CE. The BSO keeps trying to wiggle out, which, I mean, honestly, fucking, can you blame them? Like, I would not want to be de-implanted and then forcibly converted into revolution. I take off his stuff because, you know, whatever. I shall not join your revolution, the BSO says confidently with no ability to actually stop us at all. I take their flesh because God knows I need more conversions. And can this fucking hurry up? Good lord. Like, seriously, implanters need to be sped up significantly. And that's red alert. Yeah. That's red alert. That's really not good. They move them, and honestly, the BSO just keeps trying to wiggle out. Let's just kill the fucking BSO. Just crit them till the implant's out. They want to keep struggling, they can just fucking die. Whatever. And they know it's a revolution now. Silent Snow has marked Mike, strong-arm detective as suspicious because of suspected collusion. Yeah, they're well aware that it's a revolution now. But there's a couple things they don't know. For example, you see there, Emnos, I know where the revs are. The CE is converted. The CE is on our side. That's really helpful because what's better than a security officer spreading horse shit? Command staff spreading horse shit. Very, very useful. See, he tells confidently, I can help find the revs, don't worry, and a random fucking guy who is unconverted just walks in. The captain, in the confusion, which, trust me, you want to cause as much confusion as possible. Confusion is your middle name. Revolutionaries is designed to be as confusing as possible for command to deal with. You are supposed to be as confusing as possible. If they ever know a thing for certain, you are not playing properly. You need to be a rat bastard as a revolutionary. Anyways, BSO's on our side, and we have Haas's stuff, apparently, which is nice and helpful. Now what? Well, obviously, the next thing is we have command, we have security, but we don't have anyone with armory access. Yeah, armory access is extremely important. And there's someone with a radio on. So, yeah. Revs, we move to sec. Yeah, they know I'm a head rev now. I don't know who the fuck decided to turn on a security radio, but that was a colossal, monumental fuck-up that has just revealed to the fact that I am a head revolutionary to all of second command. So you know what? They want to come for me? Let's make them come for me. Let's get fucking loud, baby. All revolutionaries, viva la revolution! Capture people, bring them to me. Viva la revolution! Let's do this, Cap. Let's see who can lead better, deal. Also, I don't know why they're marking Goopy as wanted. Goopy's not even a rev. That was the Haas. The Haas got away. Yeah, anyway, couple things here. You may notice that the chief engineer is still drawing as much confusion of who isn't and who is a rev as possible. Do this whenever possible. And you'll notice that despite the fact that security, knows I'm the head rev now, doesn't know precisely where the revolutionary base is. Obviously, it's probably in medical, but they don't know that for certain. Also, just, yeah. Do not trust Edu, just don't. I don't know why the fuck he said that, but sure. Whatever. Why not Edu? What the fuck did Edu do? Anyways, at this point, you need to go loud, and once you've gone loud, you need to hide with your buddies. If the revolution ever has you taking the forefront, you are trolling. Also, make sure you very directly inform your revolutionaries over radio of who their allies are. Because, again, at least on Funky, revs can't see revs. And you'll see this becomes an issue later on. Anyways, since we have bridge access, might as well start with the bridge. And you see here that I am not positioning myself at the forefront here. I am trying to go in, I'm getting a conversion, and then as soon as Cap comes in, or at least an attempted conversion, as soon as Cap comes in, I'm out. I'm back. I'm out. I'm back. I'm out. I don't want to deal with that shit. I am stealing armor. Because again, you should not be the most heavily armed, but you should be the most heavily armored. Take nothing that slows you down, take only defensive items, and never forget the power of a simple, tear gas grenade, a stinger, whatever. Also, Cap got murked. Lamau. Cap got, immediately destroyed. Also, the Borg was annoying and got in our way, so, yeah, break it, whatever. Don't be afraid to just kill people. You'll also notice that the BSO is being fucking murdered again. Because they don't know the BSO is converted. Which, fair enough. Stop fighting each other. Please, God, stop fighting each other. Good lord. So, yeah, at this point, we've just won. Really not much else to talk about. I'll skip to any, specific parts, but pretty much from this point, give security and command a chance to surrender. They should surrender whatever possible. Also, post-traumatic brain bitching because all Borg players like to be. I'm kidding. Not all Borg players. Not all Borg players. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah. Pretty much just not much happens from here. Like the security and like a couple random shitters try and like stage a comeback and whatever, but. Yeah, I lied. Those are revs shooting revs. Stop. Hold. All of you are revs. You are all revs. Everyone that was shooting each other was a rev. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Fungus, please. Again, more revs shooting revs. Stop shooting revs. All revs. Come on, siege sack. Let's go. Again, I'm leading, but I'm not going in first. I'm telling them where to go, where to storm, but I'm making a very, very careful play to avoid the front lines whenever possible. Yeah. Also, the BSO got fucking murdered again. Yeah, the BSO got shot like 5 times because they see BSO and they don't know that they're converted, and then, yeah. Anyways, QM's the last revolutionary, and they're just, well, out and about. They're hiding somewhere. It really doesn't matter. But I would like to say here, firstly, Revs is still a bad game mode. Like, despite the fact that I won, despite the fact that I won very luckily, it's still kind of a boring game mode, despite the fact that I tried to, you know, use code words and, like, organize the revolution and, like, jump people in med and, like, work together. And it just didn't work. And I tried to order them, like, non-lethal takedowns. They still just murder because you're relying on every single person in a server to not be LRP. Which it's not going to happen. But this revolution was sponsored by my channel members. Quack, Summer Kitty Cat, Lol Tart, North Star, Punch 123, Weapons Warder, Phil Timo, Abralabia said, Say They're Lappin'. You too can support the show down below and get some cool stuff. You can force me to do things during live streams or get something added to Peach Station. Or both. I'm not picky. Now I got the hiccups. And, yeah, Revs dub. Yeah, also, fun thing here, everyone brought in, like, 3 different people. One, like, was identified, the chaplain on the top right there, was or brought in as a rev, a rev that just died. I recognize them as being, you know, implanted and, like, a revolutionary. I think that's that's a quartermaster. Whatever, doesn't matter. And then they brought in the BSO and that scientist as non-revs. Both of them are revs. Like, fucking what? Anyway, yeah, I really should not have won this. That's the video. It's just like, yeah, I won. There really wasn't that much of a security force. And the security force that we had was kind of just mid. Like, just straight up mid. So, yeah. That's the round. Bye.